Greetings, everyone. Today is Tuesday. I have been inside, being really quiet. I had some interesting things happen. I lost my bank card and I had a charge on my account, just stuff like that. So I've literally just been like, don't do anything. Just stay home and let all this stuff with your banking work out and be still. But there are these things that are happening, like they're starting to automate the world is what's happening. And that's impacting everything. So I remember when I first walked into a grocery store and realized that I could leave without going by a person to check out, that I could just go and check it out on my own. And I was like, oh, this is the start of it. And then I started noticing that in parking, big parking facilities, there was always a person that would be taking the money, and then they automated that. I mean, things are getting, and I don't want to say because I don't want to speak like somebody out there. The shift that's happening is what the world is going through. Things are being automated because we as humans are being invited into another expression and another way of being. And I understand that people want to fight for these industries, like the trucks are being automated and the longshoremen and all of the, supplies that come from across the ocean. They're automated. That all of that is being automated. I don't want to say that is being automated. So much of our lives that we have known where there has been human interaction is now moving into automation. And what I'm beginning to see is that there's going to be people are going to protest. They're going to fight it, because of their jobs, because of their money, because of their bills, because the fight is because of an attempt to hold on to the old way. And what I want to say is that the old way is gone, you guys. We've got to find another way to be humans on the planet. The stuff is outdated. Every system that we have been involved in is outdated. Politics is outdated. The government is outdated. The education system is outdated. Everything is outdated. So this desire to fight for things, which I understand, because we're like, well, it's my job. How else am I going to make a living? And this is something that the country has benefited from, the longshoremen and the truck drivers. And these are the people that have really been running our country, right? And now animation and technology is taking over. And so we have to ask ourselves, who are we and what are we up to? To me, from my perspective, I understand the need to want to fight for the old, but evolution happens. We cannot, it's just not, change happens. Change, what's that song? There's a song of change and he says, it's inevitable and you can't change. We have to, everything must change. Nothing stays the same. It's the end. It's just how it is. And so we get to feel how we feel about it. We get to grieve. We get to come together as a community. This is why we need community right now. So many of us are going to be going through things because things are ending and we want to take it personally. We want to blame somebody, but no one is the blame. It's just the natural shift of time. It's how it works. And so what we get to do is we get to become something new. We get to evolve. We get to go inside of ourselves and ask, who am I and what am I capable of? And why am I here at this time? This is what I ask because I have known for a long time that this stuff is coming. And now I'm starting to see it. And so that means that mass people are going to be without jobs. That means people's needs. That means crime, all of that stuff, health, all of that stuff gets impacted, education, but all of that. So how are we going to meet this as a people? How are we going to meet this as a human collective? This is not about one person losing their job or an industry. The trucking industry going away, the longshoremen's going away, these are tremendous economic, government, social, this is big stuff. And it's just the way of it. We cannot hold ourselves in old ways of being. We must evolve. And as human beings, we still got people fighting over who's superior. Like those ways of being are outdated. We don't have time for that. We have to evolve. We must evolve. The economies are changing, the world is changing, and we get to, as humans, we are the creators of everything. We can create new industries. We can create new ways of living and being. We can evolve and evolve our culture, evolve our ways of being, and shift into a new way. It has to come through our imagination. It has to come through us. It's not going to come with us fighting for things to stay the same. That won't work. This shit is over with. It's done. It's done. So I encourage you, we have to, if humans are smart, we're going to come together. We're going to start doing, how do you become creative? How do we create new realities? Like, the people who are going to be thriving now are the people who are innovative. Like, you're going to need to be innovative. And the thing that's important to know is that you are the hands of God. You are the eyes of God. You are the creative force. You are it. So you have what it takes to create something new. You have the capacity to do it. The thing to do is stop looking at the past and start thinking about what you need now, and start asking, how do I create? How do I develop the dream you have, the job you want, the book you want to write, because this evolution that's happening is it's a cosmological thing. This is not just about people losing their jobs. There's a shift in the cosmos. The fabric of divinity is changing right now. That's what the astrology is saying. And that's why things are falling apart. And you are here at this time. You are here at this time. And you can decide if you're here to suffer or if you're here to evolve. It's your choice, right? So if you're here to suffer, then keep looking back and wondering why and how and blaming. But if you are here to evolve, then look inside. If you want to evolve, look inside and ask, who am I here to be right now? What is trying to come through me? How can I shift? How can I become more? What is possible? And listen and be alone and activate your own creative power and start asking what is next, and you will be directed. The connections will happen. If you are alive right now, it is because you are meant to evolve. You are built for evolution, okay? You are built for it. And the people who are still holding on to all this old separation and what they did and thinking some God is coming, the people that are holding on to that are choosing suffering, okay? If you're holding on to any of the old stuff, you're choosing suffering. But if you want to evolve, the presence of consciousness that is evolving right now through everything, through every living creature and everything that seems inanimate, will catch your desire, your willingness, and you will be moved into evolution. You will be moved into, and your needs will be met, and you will always have everything you need. You might not have everything you want, but you will have everything you need. And soon that will lead, or at some point that will lead to everything you want. But it's changing. It is happening, y'all. It is happening. And I'm like, whoa, like I feel it. It's really shifting. So decide, will you suffer or will you evolve? It's your choice. It's your choice. What a time to be alive, y'all. What a time to be alive. I have been teaching women how to evolve for the last decade, and especially for the last 5 years. And the women that I have been working with are so tapped into their magic, and they are anchored in their hearts, and they understand who they are. They understand that they're not what the world told us that we are. They understand that they are divine, that they are magical, that they can create the reality. And because when you know it and understand it, the universe will meet you. The universe will meet you. So, okay, everyone, share this video. Stay present. There's an eclipse tomorrow, and this eclipse is going to really define how we move forward. So have you been preparing yourself? Have you been releasing? Have you been letting go? Have you been clearing out your body? Have you been clearing out your relationship sectors? What have you been doing to prepare for this new energy that's coming in? Peace and blessings, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.